Hey guys, Jeremiah with Steps Pressure Washing and More. Today is an admin day. So we are out here in Benson at Dynamite Trailers, and we are getting the trailer serviced. This is the 1-year service that I guess comes free with purchase of a new trailer. So we are out here. We're about 11 and a half months since we bought the 14-foot double axle, and they are going to get the bearings greased, get everything good once over. Make sure that we are running safely down the road. That's something that we are aiming to do every day. Make sure that we are at optimum. If you guys are looking for a trailer in the Raleigh area, I highly recommend Dynamite Trailers. They got a huge selection back here, and they were great. And so far, I've never had a bad experience with them. Just coming down, they're real people, and they treat you like a person too. So next stop is going to be getting bleach, I think, but we'll see. We are back home from Dynamite Trailers, and I didn't really actually know what they were going to do today, but it was free with the purchase of a trailer, so I made sure, hey, let's go on down there. We did no maintenance to our old trailer, and it got worn out pretty fast. It rode for about 4 years, but it was in pretty rough shape when we parked it. But they greased our bearings. They checked the tire wobble. They reinflated the tires, did a light check. Everything seemed to be fine, and I thought, okay, no big deal. This is just kind of a quick routine maintenance until I hit the blacktop leaving there, and I felt like I had a new trailer on the back, and I 100% think that was the bearings. It just felt like I had significantly less drag, and it just ran smoother. It pulled much easier. It felt like I had a ton less weight on the back. So I'm really thinking that whatever they did is going to increase my gas mileage, increase the longevity of the trailer, and increase the longevity of the truck, because if I have, a big anchor sitting on the back of the truck dragging me down, slowing me down, and the truck has to pull against that, it's going to wear out a little faster. Alright, so on to the rest of the admin day. Admin days are important, in my opinion. I found that as I started getting busier, all those little things that I used to do just because I didn't have a ton of work coming in were falling kind of by the wayside, and you still have to run the business rather than just being out there doing the work. You are also responsible for running the business, getting the trailer maintained, going to the bank, picking up bleach, repairing your equipment, following up on leads, doing marketing, which I was going to do marketing today, but my phone has been non-stop this week, so I am going to be pushing off marketing for another couple weeks, just because I'm about all I can handle right now. We've got a ton of family stuff going on. It is springtime, so I know that I'm cutting into our bread and butter, but, that's one of the reasons why we do admin days. I found myself last year in the fall busier than I could handle, busier than I was used to, and we were also doing the upgrade on the trailer up to the 8 gallon a minute, and every minute I could, I was out here working on the trailer and trying to kind of keep that flow maintained. I had a deadline. I had to have the second pressure washer up by, I think it was like December 11th. Plus family activities, it was the holidays, needed to, do all sorts of really fun stuff with the family. And what I found myself doing was having a feeling, even though it was not a voluntary feeling, I was feeling that the family time was keeping me from being able to do what I needed to do with the business. That all of these activities were standing in my way of getting to that deadline. So I don't like feeling like family's in the way of work. I think that in a lot of ways we can all agree that we do this, we work hard for the family, we do it so that we can have more time with them. And so I want to make sure that I'm carving out time, because this work has to get done. All this little stuff in between still has to get done because I still have to run the business. But I can still happily do those family activities. I can still go out fishing. I can still do things and make memories with the people that I want to do these things with and run the business. So If it means making a little less money, okay, because we need to make sure that we are making time for our loved ones. Speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and get the bleach transferred over into my mix tank, get it ready, get the 55-gallon drum into the back of the truck, and let's go get some bleach. Leaving MVP Services in South Raleigh. They filled up my drum and my little 5-gallon totes. Hard to leave here sometimes without spending too much money, and it's definitely nice to be able to run into some of the other washers in the area. Just met a guy named Ryan with Teacher Under Pressure. I've been seeing his signs out everywhere. I've seen his trucks out everywhere. Never got a chance to actually talk to him. And he's been doing this about the same as us. So he's at 5 trucks, and I'm still running 1. So he's doing something right. He's got to be doing a great job, because that's pretty fast growth. So I'm glad to see him doing well. I got a chance to check out his new truck. They just built one out for him, truck build, and it looked pretty sweet. All right, well, I'm gonna get this home, transfer it over into my tank. Got the drum pump siphoning out the 30 gallons that we put into the drum. I've got the 25 gallons out in the driveway. I won't show you that, it's a mess out there. But letting this just siphon out, and I'll come back to it in just a minute. I've said it many times, and I'll say it again, there's few things more humbling in this industry than going down to a pressure washing store for any amount of time. You know, really just thinking of my interaction with the other pressure washer I met down there, or the owner that I met down there, and just really thinking about where I was at 4 years and where he is at 4 years. And you know, it's one of those things where you can't compare your business to someone else's business, because you don't know all of the ins and outs of what they're doing. And there's a lot of factors that might have played into fact for his success. And honestly, like, I'm a little bit interested. I would love to actually talk to him a little bit more. So hopefully I can set that up one day where I can kind of pick his brain and find out, you know, what he did, what worked for him, and maybe try and replicate a little bit of that if he's open to sharing that knowledge with me and you guys as well. I did find out some unfortunate news last night. A pressure washer here in the area passed away a few weeks ago. He is somebody that I actually kind of modeled my prices after when I first started, and it's going to be a big hole in the pressure washing industry in the area, just because he had made such a good name for himself, and definitely going to be missed. It's something, it makes you think, and you know, you kind of see yourself a little bit in it, but you got to keep moving forward, keep pushing on. The bleach isn't going to refill itself, and I am looking forward to seeing what this summer brings us. We are almost done with spring, and what that means for us is we may be at a period where we are going to be slowing down a little bit more, but we're going to find out. And if we slow down a little bit, that's okay. We've definitely tried to make a plan for the downtimes, and this spring has been so good, we've been able to put a little bit back. So when summertime hits, we won't have to worry about it. Finally wrapping up today on my wonderful admin day. I got a good amount of stuff done, did a little bit of trailer maintenance, and got some bleach, went to the bank, repaired the downstream injector on the 4 gallon a minute so I can use that tomorrow. Just a little odds and ends stuff that are going to make the next 2 weeks go a little easier, hopefully. And yeah, it's just part of the job. And again, I'm doing this so that I'm not looking at family time as being in the way of work time. I make time for this during work hours. That way, on my off time, I can spend time with family and be present. And, you know, so many things going on in the world today. Just make time for your family. Everybody focus on what matters. Anyway, try not to get too preachy on you guys, but I've had all day just to kind of think about some of this stuff that's been going on, and the passing of the local pressure washing owner. Just really make sure you got your priorities in line. All right, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all be safe out there.